For many of you, it may be hard to remember that 2005, when I launched the Huffington Post, there was no Twitter. I think Facebook was a sort of university dating site. And it was a very different world. You know, the world of platforms was very nascent. And I wanted to create a platform for people, some of them very well known, some not, with interesting things to say, to be able to say them in a civilized environment. So to deal with the worst aspects of what was already then happening on the internet, you know, trolls and abusive comments, etc. But also make it easy for people who could be writing op-eds for the New York Times but might not because they didn't want to spend all that time submitting things to editors, being edited, etc., to be able to do it. So that was the first and dominant kind of goal, as well as increasingly creating a journalistic enterprise. So I started by literally sending emails to my 500 closest friends, inviting them to write on the day we launched. And so on the day of launch, we had people like Larry David and John Cusack and Walter Cronkite and Ellen DeGeneres writing. And suddenly we began to elevate blogging. Because remember, in 2005, bloggers were assumed to be people who couldn't get a job, writing in their parents' basements, in their pajamas. You know, that was literally the stereotype. So by bringing in people who could be writing anywhere, we actually began to change that perception, and also to allow people, like I remember Norman Mailer sending me an email. It was a lot of people were just emailing me the blogs at the time, saying, I don't know if you remember the Newsweek flashing the Quran down the toilet controversy. He sent me an email saying, here's my piece on that. He was writing what turned out to be his last novel. He wanted to be part of the cultural conversation of the moment, but he didn't want to take a lot of time away from his novel. It took him 20 minutes, he did it.